What happens when a simple village boy saves a stranger's life, but doesn't know she's the billionaire's only daughter? This story will change the way you look at destiny. Welcome, friends! You are watching your channel name. If you love emotional, heart-touching, and suspenseful stories, then don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Your support motivates us to bring more amazing stories for you. Now let's begin our story. It was a hot summer afternoon in a quiet village. The golden fields stretched endlessly under the blazing sun, and the sound of birds filled the air. In the distance, a boy named Arjun, wearing a simple shirt and torn sandals, was walking home after collecting firewood. Life in the village was never easy, but Arjun had learned to smile through struggles. Suddenly, he heard a faint scream. It was soft, almost lost in the wind, but it made him stop in his tracks. He looked around, his heart beating faster. The scream came again, this time louder, filled with fear. Arjun dropped his bundle of wood and ran toward the sound. He pushed through tall grass until he reached the edge of the swampy land near the river. There he saw a girl sinking into the quicksand. Her hands were flailing, her eyes wide with terror. She looked completely out of place in the village, wearing expensive clothes, a shiny bracelet on her wrist, and shoes that clearly belonged to someone from the city. "Help, please! Somebody help me!" she cried, her voice trembling. Without a second thought, Arjun grabbed a long branch from nearby and extended it toward her. "Hold on! Don't move too much! Take this stick and hold tight!" he shouted. The girl struggled, but finally managed to grab it. With all his strength, Arjun pulled her out of the deadly quicksand. His hands burned, his muscles ached, but he didn't stop until she was safe on the solid ground. She collapsed, breathing heavily, her clothes stained with mud. Tears welled up in her eyes as she looked at him. You saved my life," she whispered. Arjun simply smiled, brushing dirt from his hands. "Anyone would have done the same," he said calmly. Though deep inside he knew not everyone in the village would risk their life for a stranger. What Arjun didn't know was that the girl he had just saved was no ordinary visitor. She was the only daughter of a billionaire. But she chose to stay silent about her identity, for now. Friends, how do you think this story will unfold? Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe to your channel name for part 2. Background. The girl and Arjun are sitting on the grass beside the swamp. The sun is setting slowly, painting the sky orange. The sound of crickets begins in the distance. Girl catching her breath, voice still trembling. "Thank you. If you hadn't come, I don't even want to imagine what would have happened." Arjun, calmly looking at her clothes and shoes curiously. "You should be careful. This swamp is dangerous. Even villagers avoid coming here. How did you end up in such a place?" Girl, hesitating, avoiding eye contact. I was just walking. I lost my way." She clutches her expensive bracelet nervously, afraid he might guess who she really is. Arjun, nodding with a kind smile. "You're not from around here, are you?" "Your clothes. They don't look like something a villager would wear." Girl, forcing a weak smile. "No, I came from the city. I just wanted some fresh air, that's all." For a moment, silence falls. The girl studies his face, tired eyes but filled with honesty. She notices his hands rough and bruised, a clear sign of hard labor. Something about his simplicity touches her heart. Girl, softly. "You risked your life for me. Why?" "You don't even know who I am." Arjun, shrugging lightly. "Because you needed help. In times like this, it doesn't matter who you are. Life is precious." The girl looks at him with astonishment. She has met many rich people, but none ever spoke with such sincerity. Her lips tremble as if she wants to tell him the truth, but she stops herself. Narrator. The truth burned inside her, that she was not an ordinary girl, but the only daughter of a billionaire. Yet she chose silence. Perhaps she feared that revealing her identity would change the way. This boy looked at her. The wind blows gently. Arjun stands and offers his hand to help her up. Arjun, gently. "Come, it's getting dark. I'll show you the way back to the main road. It's not safe here." Girl, taking his hand softly. "Thank you, again." They walk side by side through the fields. The contrast is striking. His worn sandals beside her polished shoes, his simple shirt beside her expensive dress. And yet in that moment both feel an invisible bond forming. Narrator, closing the scene. And so the village boy and the billionaire's daughter walked together, unaware that this chance encounter would change both their lives forever. Background: the village square. Evening has turned into night. Lanterns glow dimly, children play in the distance, and villagers gather around a tea stall. Arjun and the girl are walking toward the village when suddenly a jeep enters with headlights flashing. The jeep halts in the middle of the square. A well-dressed, sharp-eyed man steps out. His presence demands attention. This is Mishra, the billionaire's trusted manager and right-hand man. Villager whispering to another, "That's Mishra Ji, the city man. If he's here, something big must have happened." Mishra, looking around sternly, voice commanding, "Where is she? Has anyone seen a young girl from the city? She is missing since morning." The villagers exchange confused looks. Arjun freezes for a moment, realizing they must be searching for the girl he just saved. The girl grips his arm tightly, her face pale. "Girl," whispering to Arjun, panicked, "Please, don't tell them about me." "Not yet." Arjun frowning softly, whispering back, "But they're looking for you. Isn't that good? You'll be safe." Girl pleading eyes. "No, you don't understand. If they find me now, everything will change. Please trust me." Arjun looks into her eyes, confused but strangely moved. He gives a small nod, deciding to stay quiet. Mishra angrily to the villagers. "If anything happens to her, you all will answer to her father. Do you even know who she is? She is not just any girl. She is the only daughter of Mr. Rachand." "The billionaire!" Gasps spread among the villagers. They start murmuring. Some look shocked, others curious. Arjun turns toward the girl, stunned by the revelation, but she avoids his gaze. Narrator. The truth was out, at least to the villagers. But Arjun still did not reveal that she was standing right beside him. Villager, timidly to Mishra. "We haven't seen anyone, Mishra Ji. Maybe she went back to the city?" Mishra, gritting his teeth, frustrated. "She cannot vanish just like that. Keep your eyes open. Whoever helps us find her will be rewarded generously." He glares at the villagers, then gets back into the jeep. The engine roars as the jeep drives away, leaving behind dust and silence. The girl exhales in relief, but Arjun's eyes remain fixed on her. Arjun, quietly, almost hurt. "So, it's true. You really are the daughter of a billionaire." Girl, hesitant, voice trembling. "Yes, but I didn't want you to know. I wanted you to see me, not my father's wealth." Arjun looks at her silently, torn between admiration for her honesty and confusion about her hidden world. The night deepens around them, and with it, the weight of secrets grows heavier. Narrator, closing line. Thus entered Mishra, the man whose arrival would bring danger, truth, and a test of trust. The simple bond between Arjun and the girl was no longer just fate. It was now tangled with power, wealth, and lies. Background: early morning. The village fields are glowing under the first rays of sunlight. Birds are flying across the sky. The girl stands near a bullock cart, ready to leave, while Arjun stands a few steps away, silent. Girl, softly, eyes moist. "Arjun, I don't know how to thank you. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't even be alive today." Arjun, avoiding her gaze, voice low. "You don't need to thank me. I only did what anyone would have done." The girl shakes her head, stepping closer. Girl, firmly. "No, not anyone. You risked your life for me without knowing who I was. In my world, people only see money. But you saw me as a human." Arjun looks at her now, his eyes filled with unspoken emotions. He wants to say something, but stops himself. The distance between their worlds feels too wide. Arjun, after a pause, "Your life belongs to the city. You should go back. People like me. We only belong here in the village." Girl, tears rolling down. "Why do you say that? Can't two people from different worlds still care for each other?" Arjun's silence says everything. He knows her father, her wealth, her future. They are all far beyond his reach. The girl steps back, heartbroken but understanding his silence. Just then Mishra arrives with the jeep. He bows slightly to the girl. "Mishra, Madam, your father is waiting." "It's time to go." The girl wipes her tears, turns to Arjun one last time. She holds his rough hand gently in hers. Girl, whispering, I will never forget you, Arjun. No matter where life takes me, you will always be the boy who saved me." She slowly lets go of his hand and walks toward the jeep. Arjun watches silently, his heart heavy but proud that he protected her. The jeep drives away, leaving behind a trail of dust and silence. Narrator, deep voice closing. And so, the story of a poor village boy and a billionaire's daughter ended with an unspoken promise. Sometimes love is not about being together, it is about the courage to save, the kindness to care, and the memory that lasts forever. Friends, how did you like this story? Don't forget to like, share, and comment your thoughts. And yes, subscribe to your channel name for more emotional and heart-touching stories. Your support is our biggest strength.